Our continuing coverage of border-related issues brings us to Nogales this week. As the year winds down, so have the number of people detained at the southern border since that number peaked in April. For insight into the recent shifts in immigration, we traveled to Nogales, Sonora, and visited the Kino Border Initiative, a facility that aids migrants and deportees. For more than a decade, the Kino Border Initiative has served hundreds of people each day out of a small aid center just south of the Mariposa port of entry. Men, women, and children line up for breakfast and dinner. They also have access to basic first aid. During Arizona 360's last visit in late 2018, volunteers and staff were mostly helping families from Central America. Communications Director Katie Sherrar described how things have changed since.
We see a lot fewer Central Americans now. Families from southern Mexico are definitely still arriving, particularly from the state of Guerrero. But what we see more now are folks coming from Cuba and Venezuela. There are certainly still families seeking asylum, and they're waiting here at the port of entry for about somewhere between 2 and 3 months, I would say. And then also there's a consistent presence of people who have been deported from the interior of the U.S. or after crossing through between ports of entry.
The families who are coming from Cuba and Venezuela, what do you know about their journey to Nogales?
I think it's a pretty long journey. For the Cubans in particular, a lot of them were at other ports of entry prior to coming here. And because they're often targets for extortion and other ports of entry are seen as a little bit more dangerous, like Matamoros or Juarez, they see Nogales as a safer place to come. So many left Cuba, came up through Nicaragua, which gives them visas, and then crossed up and through Central America, Mexico, stayed for a time in Reynosa or Matamoros or Juarez, and then because of difficult experiences there, came over to Nogales, where they put themselves on the list again and just feel a little bit safer overall.
For the families that are seeking asylum and staying in this region for about 2 to 3 months, what is their stay like?
I think it's just like living in limbo. There's no particular daily routine. The kids in particular, I think, struggle a lot because they don't have the ability to go to school. Their lives are a little bit upended. They're just here without much knowledge of when they're going to be able to present at the port of entry, what's going to happen to them after that.
This week, Customs and Border Protection released numbers for fiscal year 19. The agency reported a nearly 230% increase in family units apprehended in its Tucson sector, which includes Pima, Santa Cruz, and Cochise counties. But the agency also noted a drop-off in immigration that began in May, due in part to greater cooperation with the Mexican government and new agreements with Central American countries. Your work is in human rights. What is it like knowing that there are so many uncertainties when these families come in and out of your doors?
I think what's challenging for me is just how quickly policies change from on our side of the border in the U.S. And it becomes very hard to keep track of what a current policy is going to be and to then advise the people who are here, because it is like a matter of oftentimes life and death for them to know what's going to happen. And it just seems that things, A, change so rapidly that it's hard for me to keep on top of, and then B, that it is applied a little bit arbitrarily from one agent to another, one port of entry to another, and so it's very difficult to predict. So it almost seems like a kind of intentional chaos for everyone involved.
Kino Border Initiative has been in this region for about 10 years now. How has this been sustainable?
We just have this extraordinary network of volunteers and supporters. Even here today, we have people from Montana, New York, Oregon, here in Nogales, Sonora. There's just like a tremendous community of people who want to come and volunteer their time.
Volunteers here today include Paul Jaquay from Montana, who vacations in southern Arizona with his wife. They first came to Kino Border Initiative last November and returned in February.
I like the experience. And for my wife, Marianne, and I, we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We're getting to be kind of snowbirds and coming down to where it's warm. We're not working full time, so we get to go out and enjoy things in the area. And then get to help people out,
As a retired physician's assistant, Jaquay also helps treat people experiencing illness.
Last February, because it was so cold, a really bad head cold, upper respiratory infection went around. Also, there was a lot of chicken pox. Mostly for what I'm seeing here, all I need to do is find the right box that's got the right medicine. If there's something surgical, of course, it can't be done.
As people clear their plates, volunteers are quick to wash up and set the tables for the next group waiting outside. Their goal is to serve everyone before sunset, so those staying at the nearest shelter a few miles away don't have to walk back in the dark. Kino Border Initiative expects that will change soon. Early next year, it plans to open a new migrant outreach center that will have enough space to shelter 130 people overnight.
We'll be here as long as we need to be, and one foot in front of the other. Yeah, I mean, there's joy alongside the despair, and I think that's true of life, and I think that's true of this work.